are sour lemons.
Hey, welcome back to Lemon Nights, guys. So, yeah, Brent's a good guy and was trying not to embarrass me on the show, but still making an in-joke. And it's not fair to the viewers to not be in on that joke, so I'll tell the story, because I'm not really that embarrassed. It's a little embarrassing, but, you know.
Everybody's got something in their background.
Well, yeah.
I do too.
So, I don't know if I've really talked about it on the show. I try not to like bring it up all the time because I don't want to be that guy who just brings it up, all the time. But about 4 years ago, my dad passed away. And after that, I was just really grief-stricken. I wasn't dealing with it very well. And I was like super depressed, I was at a point in my life where I had just gotten over some pretty serious depression. I was working at Walmart on graveyard shifts, and I just wasn't doing very well with it. And I had finally gotten my life turned around a little bit because, like, I had gotten a new job working for basically a credit card company doing phone support for them. People would call in and I'd help them with their... Oh, shit! Okay, I knew there had to be something up with it.
I was waiting for something, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'll go quick this time. Helping them out with their credit card issues, And so there was a lot of, listening to people's complaints and whatever, but it was a good job compared to what I was doing,
I don't think that's dying, buddy.
No, I don't think so either. I was just kind of whipping it because I'm just talking and playing. And so, yeah, things were going good. I made a lot of friends at that job, and, I was coming out of this depression. It was really good. I was feeling really good about life. And, then my dad passed away. Suddenly, tragically. And, I guess let's just talk about it, it was suicide, And, he was very depressed. He was having a lot of issues. But yeah. And so it really affected me pretty deeply for a number of years, I'm just coming out of it now as I'm starting my channel. Well, not my channel, our channel, me, Lila, and Jeff, and everybody. When Brent and Jonathan have been helping out, doing some episodes with us. And anyway, point is, after my dad died, I kind of hit this point, like they say in the Deadpool movie, I hit fuck it, I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about, things that I thought were a big deal before, and I signed up for one of those hookup websites, and I started hooking up, and it was bad. Let's not make any bones about it.
There's no sugarcoating that.
Yeah, no. It was bad times. And at the time, I was lonely and I was grief-stricken, and I thought that's what I wanted. And, maybe I needed to learn that lesson that, it was bad stuff. But, I was 23, had never had a girlfriend, and, had just been waiting and been like, no, I'm not going to, engage in hookup stuff. I don't believe in that. And I was like, I don't care. I'm hurt and I want somebody to, be at least some physical comfort. And so, I don't know. I went through a string of really bad decisions on ladies to sleep with. Put it bluntly.
Oh, get going.
I didn't even notice.
No.
Ladies who in now.
Man, there's all sorts of freakies out there.
Yes, basically. And not the good kind.
Yeah.
Like, the first time. Oh, jeez.
Oh, there he goes.
This girl, and I don't mean to like disparage like when I say this, but she was not very smart. And it's one of those things where you could kind of tell by the way she wrote. Like, she did not know her vocabulary or her spelling. Not her strong suit, for sure. And when when I was there with her, like when I met her, I could kind of tell the same thing where it wasn't that she wasn't like not all there or anything. It was just she seemed kind of slow, but not like
disabled slow.
Right. And
Just
so
illiterate slow.
yeah, basically. And like I feel bad like judging, like I'm not trying to just be that guy, but anyway. We go and we're going on this date or whatever, and from the beginning, she's just like really upselling herself, like trying to be like, oh yeah, I'd be a real good girlfriend because I could cook and ha ha ha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll clean your house, ha ha ha.
If they gotta upsell it like that, something's fishy.
Yep. And so.
Oh, he nabbed you out of the corner.
Yeah, I think that's game over too. Well, let me finish the story, I guess. Well, I'll play the first level while we continue. Oh, it didn't send me back that far. So, yeah. So that something's up, And then I got this whole sob story about how her parents kicked her out and blah, blah, blah.
Basically, she's looking for somewhere to stay and sleep.
Yeah, basically. And I was just like, no job, nothing. I'm just like, just like whatever. I didn't really be able to say anything. I just was like quiet about all that stuff. And, we ended up in my bedroom and we do the deed, and afterwards, like, oh, I forgot even the best parts. She shows up to this date wearing vampire fangs. And
that's right.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That ties it all in.
Yeah. Well, that's just icing on the cake, Yep. Like, so first thing, she shows up, I go to pick her up and she's got vampire fangs in. Not cool. And not like...
Like they say, hindsight.
Yeah, hindsight. Well, at the time, I'm just like, I'm just going to deal with this. I'm just going to deal with this, you know?
Yep.
Well, so she has vampire fangs in, man. And I'm not talking like the cheap plastic Halloween vampire fangs. I am talking like...
Caps, almost.
Yeah, like she spent some money on these bad boys. There we go. That'll be probably the easiest way. There we go. And so, yeah, she spent some money on these bad boys, and it was not cool. And I think she realized at some point it was making me kind of uncomfortable, so she took them out. And yeah, it didn't get any better. So, like, she's just, like, hitting on me super hard, like really, really laying it on thick.
Some you gotta work for it. Some is, like, desperate for it.
Yeah. And, like, so, anyway, back to where I was going. We finished doing the deed, and I don't even remember how it came up. But she's all like, I think she just dropped it. She's like, how do you feel about juggalos? And I stopped. Like, I froze. Like, my muscles all bound up. I was just like, And I was like, don't really like juggalos. And then she just goes, well, I think you found one you do. And I'm just like, whoa. No. And it wasn't even good. Like, I hate to be that guy, but it wasn't even good. Like, I didn't enjoy it. Oh, my controller's screwing up. I didn't enjoy the time. I didn't complete, I guess, let's say. She did, and she passed out. And then, yeah. And I don't know, it was bad. It was just bad all around. And I feel kind of bad about this, but yeah, I took her home and didn't speak to her again.
There's nothing to feel bad about with that one.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know, it's one of those things where, like, I'm not really the kind of guy who will just, like, straight up ignore a person, but that was a whole bag of cats crazy.
Yeah, you just gotta separate sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that was unpleasant. But yeah, that's not even the last or the worst of it, but yeah, we always joke and say that I slept with a vampire clown.
Oh.
Yeah. So, there's that whole mess. And I think that's about a good time for next time on Lemon Nights.